Hey everyone, can you hear me? All right. Uh, yes. Okay. First of all, I welcome everyone who joined this session. As you know, in the session, we are going to basically close the chapter of the quarterfinals and start a new beginning, which is going to be the semifinals. Uh, So actually, before maybe we start, it would be nice to hear from one or two of you. So if there is anyone who wants to share maybe their thoughts, their expectations, that would be nice. So I can give a chance for, I guess, two people. So if you could raise your hands and I'll let you speak. So who would like to tell us what's their expectation as for this session? All right, I'm not seeing any raised hand, so let me call, I guess, one or two team, two names. So yeah, I see Brilliant. Brilliant, can you hear me?
Yes,
Am I audible, guys, by the way?
can you hear me?
Oh yeah, nice. I can hear you. Right, thank you, Brilliant. Uh, maybe could you please give us a little bit recap on what you have done during the quarterfinals and uh, perhaps your expectations?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Like, how was the hackathon in general for you?
It
The
was
quarterfinals.
it was quite good, but challenging because we get to meet different people from different parts of the world, and you have to blend in with them to work together as a team so that we can achieve a certain goal. So it was just a bit challenging, but we just have to we just had to maneuver around it so that we can achieve our goals in any way, in anyhow. So that's just about it. It was just challenging, but quite fascinating because it gets us working together to achieve something together, which is what is called success, achieving something together, achieving a certain goal. Definitely.
Mhm, mhm. All right. Thank you, brilliant. So let me just give one more chance for Muhigiri, and then we can start the session. So, Muhigiri, if you can hear me, you can unmute yourself. If you could turn on your camera, that would be also nice.
Oof. I'm sorry
Of
to.
course.
Hello,
So
are you
the
hearing me? Are you getting me?
yes, yes, I can.
For the camera, it will be a little bit tricky. But anyway, let
Sure,
me
sure.
give just a short overview. I'm still fixing my devices here, but in a little while, I will be the camera will be fixed as well. So as far as I'm concerned, the hackathon was like the quarterfinals was. Both challenging and interesting at the same time because it was a huge time. I've learned a lot of stuff, managing the team, managing the project, also learning at the same time, like fixing bugs, all the stuff. But it was quite well. It was really challenging. It was a great experience, and yeah, as a team lead, we expect to like stay in the hackathon, in the competition, and yeah, that's it really. It was really interesting and a great time. I've learned a lot personally, and I guess each one who participated in this hackathon had the same experience as well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Muhigiri. I think I'm seeing one more hand raised. Actually, two more. Okay. Let me just give the chance for you guys, and we can directly go to the closing and the kickoff ceremony. So Emmanuel Vester and Sani. So let me start with Sani, and then we'll go to Emmanuel.
Okay, thanks. I think you can hear me. It's good to
Yeah.
see you again. So I don't have that much expectation for this hackathon because it all has been great and it has been a remarkable journey for all of us. And I've seen some a lot of stuff that are great. Our mentor and you guys, the community, and also Bemnitz. It was great seeing you and it was great having you in this being with us because it was great, and all of the community and everyone who was behind us and beside us. I was very happy, and also my teams, and I'm happy for everything and everything. And I think we can make it to the semi-final. Yeah, I don't worry. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sani. Let's move on to Emmanuel.
Okay, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
All right. So basically, the whole quarterfinal was a very good experience. Working with the mentors and also collaborating with our fellow team members from different countries across Africa was really great and awesome. And it has actually added some experience to our expertise in how we work with people remotely in collaboration. And also, most importantly, the support that A2SV provided to us was very great. And the whole follow-up was really awesome. So it's the experience that we had was very good and really helped us to get
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I think I've tried to hear some of it. Your voice was a bit breaking up, but thank you. Okay. So in that case, I guess let's just kick it off and start to go to this session. So just to give you a little bit overview on the things that we are going to do today, we're going to have, of course, an opening speech, uh, and we'll see what we have achieved together. So there will be some recaps of the general hackathon by some numbers. You might see some amazing statistics about this hackathon number, and definitely it's something that should you should be proud of yourself. So yeah, we're going to go over that, and we'll have quarterfinals recap, a little bit of discussion on how the quarterfinals went, and to the most important one, as I'm going to give you uh, informations about the semifinals. So I might not like get into the details of every single thing that is going to happen during the semifinals, because as you know, it's going to last for 6 weeks, 6 weeks, and uh, that's quite a huge time. And there are lots of things that we are going to do there, but I'm going to share some major things that are going to be part of these semifinals. And after that, we're going to announce the top 32 teams that are going to be part of the semifinal. And also, we're going to announce the top three team that were outstanding during this quarterfinals. So, yeah, I'm going to first of all go over the top three teams, get some insight from the top three teams, and right after that, I will go to announcing the top 32 teams that are going to be part of the semifinals. And after that, we're going to have a conclusive remark. So, this is basically how we are going to do for this session. I hope it will be like an insightful session for everyone. And for like, as you know, we're going to select only 32 teams. So there will be some of you that will not make it to the semifinals. So for those of you, definitely starting from Monday, we're going to send out like feedbacks on your scores. So if you have, let's say, any question why I didn't got selected, definitely we'll go over those. So starting from Monday, we're going to share the scores that you got. And if you have any comments you would like to mention, or any maybe complaints you'd like to raise, we'll definitely entertain them. So you don't have to worry about that as well. Uh,
Beamnet, you are muted.
It seems that you are muted, BM.
Oh, okay, my bad. So yeah, let's kick off the session from by opening a speech from Emre Varol, the CEO and founder of A2SV. Emre, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Beamnet. Team, first of all, congratulations to reaching to this point. So if you are here, most probably you haven't just been selected as a quarter finalist. You have also finished this experience. For about 2.5 days, you get guidance from mentors that are working at top tech companies. You get the help of our coordinators, who are A2SV heads of education or core dev members. They also helped you to do your best and try to be one of the top 32 projects who are going to continue to the semifinals. So there is a great competition at the end of this. We are looking to win great prizes. The total prize pool is 30,000 US dollars, which is quite attractive. And when you think about it, the prizes like first place is $10,000, second place $6,000, third place $4,000. Like all these numbers are big enough to start something. If you have 5 people team, if you get the third place, this means you're going to get $800 per person. So this can actually make things go for multiple months, in which you can continue investing in your project full force and bring it to somewhere. And don't forget, some of these track winners, they can actually get combined with the first, second, third place prizes. Last year, Yeni AI, they got the second place, and they also won 2 tracks, and in total they got $11,000. So this is going to take place in the next few months. And I have 2 separate messages. One for all the quarterfinalists. Remember, there is no loser in this race. You have done very good things. If you don't get a spot in the semifinals, this doesn't mean that you're not a great person. Your project idea doesn't have potential. It's just we have limited resources, team. And if there is anything that we can help, if you want to pursue these projects, and if you are looking to get guidance from me or my teammates, please feel free to reach out. So we are not dropping you down. It's just since we don't have the capacity, we will be supporting you in different ways. And don't be shy. We are not oracles. Don't wait us to reach out to you. You should come to us. You should ask for help, and we will do our best. And semifinalists, there is a message for you too. So from quarterfinal to semifinal, it was 25%, and you are about to achieve this. And from semifinal to finals, it's the same ratio, team. So 2 coin tosses, if both of them comes heads, it means you're in semifinals. Sorry, you're in finals. And it's not even coin toss, as you know. This is actually in your hands. Even the average rate is 1/4. And by working hard and smart, by taking advantage of what is being provided to you, you can actually make something meaningful, make something impactful for this continent. So please see the potential and take the opportunity. And lastly,
Emre, I think you are muted now. Sorry.
sorry, thank you, Beamlet. And before I conclude, there is one last message I want to share, team. Do not forget, A2SV provides high quality tech education for free. And indeed, our remote education team was kind enough to provide early access for the registrations for the next season for all the hackathon participants. Beimnet, do you know the status? Did we share the message with the team, or we are about to share?
We are about to share that. Galata is with us, so he's going to share that.
Excellent. So do not forget, this is just the beginning. And if you want to get involved more, if you want to be part of this amazing team and sharpen your technical as well as soft skills, your communication skills, this is the right crew, and you are more than welcome to join us. So soon after, you are going to also receive early application forms. And my recommendation is, again, take advantage of the opportunity. So thank you very much for your time and attention. And I wish everybody good luck in their journeys for making these projects successful real world products. Thank you. Back to you, Bayman.
All right. Thanks so much, Emre. So yeah, after this, we're going to hear some words from Galeta about A2SV remote education. So, Galeta, please.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me all right? All right. So my name is Gereta, and I'm the lead head of remote education. Today, I'll be sharing with you some exciting opportunities. So the first is we're going to be opening the remote education sooner than the usual this year. And that's one of the great news. But the greatest of all news is that we're going to be having an exclusive early access opportunity for every hackathon participant. That means we're going to be sharing with you the links through your Telegram and WhatsApp groups, and also through email, so that you could register, meaning you're going to be having an early access for the remote education. So before that, let me explain to you what remote education is. So remote A2SV, as we all know, has three main core parts. So the first one is the community education, which also gives education for the community and also prepares the hackathon. And the second wing of A2SV is what we in-person education, where we currently have base in Ethiopia and in Ghana. So for Ethiopia, we've got around 3 universities, and in Ghana, we've got one university, one partner university. But with all this said, this just only represents 2 countries, meaning we can't represent every Africa, or we can't include every African in our education. That is why we have the remote education. So in remote education, in G5 only, or meaning in last year, we represented around 20 plus countries in Africa and 6 countries outside Africa, meaning including the US, Korea, and India. So we've trained around 140 plus students in this 20 plus countries, or 26 plus countries. So this year, we actually believe that this 20 countries is actually still very low number, meaning we plan to exceed, and we plan to cover almost every part of Africa. That is why we're going to be having an early access for every hackathon participant. So whenever you register for us, the duration is going to be like, we're going to be having a 1 month window for registration, and then we're going to be starting our education on September 1st. So it's going to be taking, like, as we all know, in-person and remote. So the in-person education have more time to practice, but we believe that the remote education needs more time. That's why we're starting as early as possible. So it's going to be a 30-month program, and from those 30 months, 10 to 11 of it is going to be allocated to data structure and algorithm. In the next 1 or 2 months is going to be allocated to project phase, where you'll be working on some amazing projects using maybe for mobile, you might be using Flutter, for backend, you might be using .NET or Go, or even Express. And for front end, you might be using Next, or we're going to see that as the time proceeds. So everyone, let me tell you what the eligibility criteria is. So the main eligibility criteria is that we just require you to be an African, or learning in Africa universities, and if you're from Addis Ababa University, or our partner universities where we have in-person education based, then you're not going to be eligible. But aside from that, any university, it doesn't matter if you're a master's, or if you're a PhD student, it doesn't matter if you're a high school student. We just want you to join our group. So that's going to be all about remote education, and we're going to be opening the applications tonight for you guys, but for the rest of the world, it's going to take a few more days, and that's why you have the early access privilege. So do you guys have any questions related to the remote education, or anything you want to ask? All right. Ekarika, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Yeah, that's fine. So my question is, you said there's an on-site and there's the remote. For the on-site, are there special requirements for it? Then where is it taking place? And then how is it going to be held? What is expected of the participants and all that sort?
sorry, Ekarika, I'm not hearing you clearly. Maybe could you speak louder or something? I'm sorry.
Okay, you mentioned. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm saying you mentioned that there's an on-site participation for this remote learning or for this learning. So I'm just asking, like, what are the requirements for the participants? Like, what are they what is expected of them, and what does it take? And then where is it taking place? Where is it taking place? And I just want to know I just want to know more about the on-site participants. And then that's one. Then on the other side, how about I understand you mentioned the front end, the back end, which is nice. How are people say in the blockchain Web3 ecosystem, like smart contracts and all those writers and all? Are they also within this people that can participate and all? Thank you.
All right, Karika, thank you. Those are really good questions. So the remote education requires you, like I mentioned, it's going to be around 30 months of program. So in those 30 months, we're going to be also having breaks. This is including breaks, by the way. So when you're learning data structure, what we ask you to dedicate is around 5 days a week, and each education day is only going to take about 3 hours a day. So from those 3 hours, so the time is going to be from 8 p.m. East African time up to 11 p.m. East African time. So those are the duration that we expect to give you the data structure education, and for the project phase as well. And within those educations, we also have special programs called camps. So currently we have around 2 camps. So the first camp is going to be like a month or maybe a month and a week long. And in those education phase, we're going to require you to just join us for 30 more minutes, meaning every day is going to be 3 hours and 30 minutes. So the regular classes are going to be 3 hours, but for other than that, it's going to be 3 hours and 30 minutes. And like you mentioned, this is going to be a 1 year program, meaning 1 year and 1 month program, actually. This is how it's going to go. And for the second year, you mentioned blockchain and Web3. So after the end of the project phase, which is going to be lasting for about 2 months, for those of you who would like to continue with us, we're going to be having the second year education. So in those second year education, we're mostly going to be focusing on development. But as time goes by, we might include in AI and machine learning. But for now, what we're focusing on is development. But I would say time is going to reveal how things are going to turn out. So for those of you who are asking if us two students are eligible, uh, we have partnership with us two students. So us two students are not eligible for the remote education. But aside from that, everyone is eligible. And to join us, what you actually need is, it would be nice if you have basic data structure and algorithms programming skills. But aside from that, there are no requirements. Like we're going to be sending. So when you fill out the interest form that we're going to share today, if you have solved above 50 problems on LeetCode or CodeForce platforms, we're directly going to be sharing you the application form, meaning you're going to apply on it. And then we're going to, if you're eligible, we're going to pass you to interviews. But if not, so let's say you don't have lots of data structure skills and everything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to be sharing you 30 problems on LeetCode, and then you're going to be solving them, meaning you're going to work on your data structure skills, which will also show us your motivation to continue with us. So that way, we're going to provide you with the application form again, and you're going to be interviewed. So you don't have to worry if you don't have previous data structure algorithm, but it would be nice if you had it. Yes, Muhigri, you've been raising your hand for a while. Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you so much for this opportunity for about the education program. I'd like to know what is the outcome of the program. Is there some internship that you provide in most of the like big companies like Google, Amazon? Do you have partnership with those companies? Is that the one of the outcomes in the program? Yeah, that's my question.
Thank you. Though that's a really good question. So currently in G5 remote education, we have a student who has been placed at a top tech company for an internship while being a student at our organization. So what A2SV is like, we provide the best quality of education for every African so that they could land a job or an internship in top tech companies. So we've partnered with Google, we've partnered with Bloomberg and different top tech companies. So the outcome of the remote education, or the outcome of every education that we provide at A2SV, is so that you could land an internship or a full-time job at the top tech company. But the goal is not just landing a job there, but after learning, after getting your experience at those top tech companies, we want you to come and invest back in Africa so that the other African students might get opportunity from your experience. So our plan is to provide you with those opportunities with our partner companies like Google and Bloomberg. And after you land your job there and after you work there, we would love it if you could also give back to Africa. And one thing I would like to mention is this education is completely free for every African. And after that, it's not just being about free. We also provide, like, for those students, like, you might be thinking, I don't have internet access and stuff like that. So for those of you who are actually in need of internet access, we will also be providing internet access for you, even if you're in different African countries. All right. Do we have any more questions? Yes. I don't. Yes, Abdul.
Yeah, my question is about the in-person registration. How can one participate in the in-person learning? Does it require any criteria, or one has to be a citizen of a particular country, or what exactly is needed to participate as an in-person student of A2SV?
All right, thank you, Abdul. That's a really good question as well. So for in-person education, we only provided it in around 4 universities. So in Ethiopia, we've got 3 partner universities. Namely, they're going to be they are Addis Ababa University, Addis Ababa Science and Technology University, and Adama Science and Technology University. And we also have a partner university in Ghana. So in those universities, if you are a student in those universities, then you are eligible for our in-person education because we've got our offices there to teach you. But since we don't have like other offices or other partner universities yet, this is a big yet, by the way. We have not partnered with those, but in the future, hopefully, we're going to partner with those universities and open our different branches in different African countries. But as of current situation, we only have partnered with 4 universities across Africa. So if you're a student that's learning there, you're eligible for our in-person education, but it also makes you ineligible for our remote education. But if you're not learning in those universities, by default, you are eligible for our remote education. So that's the answer to that, Abdul. Do we have any more questions, guys? All right. So if not, we'll be sharing you the interest form. So we have limited seats. So please try to rush in and fill in the education form as soon as possible and share it with your friends, with your classmates, with everyone you know, so that they won't miss on this great opportunity. Thank you. Oh, we've got one more questions. Ekarika?
Yeah, sorry about that. This just came up to my mind really quick. So, what does it mean exactly to have background in data algorithm? Like, say for instance, someone who is a graduate of, say, mechanical engineering. Is that what you're saying, or does it mean someone who? Sorry, is it like someone who has a background in engineering, or say someone who has some tech, some kind of knowledge with some programming languages, or what exactly does it mean to have a background in, or do you mean the person, a person who has done data algorithm exactly before?
So I don't mean to actually go to a college or university and actually learn data structure and algorithm, but I was just saying, like, if you're a competitive programmer or if you've solved different lead code or code for or different problems, different coding challenges on lead code or code forces, that would be nice because that's going to be what we're going to be teaching you in the first 10 months of the education. So lots of stuff are not going to be new to you if you have a background in data structure and algorithm. So if you know like different basic data structures such as stack, list, arrays, dictionaries, and if you solve different problems using those data structure, it's not going to be hard for you to catch up. But if you don't as well, that's completely fine, because when you fill the interest form today, we're going to be sending you 30 problems that you're going to be reading and also studying, and you're going to be solving them. So these are not like very hard problems, guys. They're going to be easy, and at most they're going to be medium problems. All right. So you've got different resources online that you could read, and that's going to help you to solve it. So we also want to measure your enthusiasm and your interest in the program. That's why we'll be sending you the problem. So I'm just saying it wouldn't be hard for you to catch up if you have a background in data structure and algorithm. But still, it's completely fine if you don't. If you don't have a background with it. But it would be nice for you because it's not going to be hard for you to catch up. All right. Thank you, Ekarika. Any more questions? If not, hopefully, since I'm also head of education. Yes, yes, Muelwa. I'm sorry if I mistaken. But please
No,
go ahead.
it's fine. How long is how long is the program going to last?
All right. Thank you. So the program is going to be a 2 years program. So, but the main goal here is the first year program. So the second year program is completely optional for you guys. But if you join us in the second year, we're going to be teaching you different development skills as well. And if the time comes, we might even teach you some AI related stuff. So we're going to be having a track for that. So the first year track is going to be lasting for about 13 months. So for about 13 months, we're going to be having a program that runs where you will be learning different data structures. So yeah, if you guys need more time, we might extend from the 13 months as well, still to maybe 15. But as of current uh, findings, so it's going to be 13 months program. Well, yes.
Oh, all right. Thank you. And then you said you provide internet access for those that might not have. So, how are you going to provide the internet access?
All right. So, like I mentioned, we're currently operating in around 20 plus countries across Africa. So we've got some students who already have internet access, maybe Wi-Fi access. But for those of them who can't, we'll be sending some money so that they could buy an internet access from their home country. So that is how we'll be providing their internet access. But like I said, this is for those students who actually are in need of the internet access.
All right, I see. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Hassan.
Hi, I was late in this meeting, and it would be nice if you give us some summary of this whole thing.
All right. So are you done with your question? Sorry, I think I interrupted you. All right. So if
No, I don't.
All right. So if you're done, so the summary of the program is the remote education is one of A2SV's education programs that we have. So we've got the community education program, we've got the in-person program, and we also have the remote education program. So one thing I would like to guarantee you here is at remote education, we run the same curriculum that we have in-person education. It's just that our placement for the education is going to be remotely or through online. So the summary of the program is we're going to be having a 2 years program. So the second year is completely optional, but the first year is mandatory. So the first year, which is going to be lasting from 13 to 15 months. So in those education phase, you're going to be learning two main core things. The first one is going to be data structure and algorithm. The reason why we teach you data structure and algorithm is because those skills are very crucial for you to land internship and job opportunities with our partner companies such as Google and Bloomberg. So that's why we're going to be teaching you data structure and algorithm for the first 10 to 13 months. And for the rest of it, we're going to be teaching you projects. We're going to be having a project phase where you guys are going to be working on different tech stacks, such as front end, back end, or mobile development. So this is the total summary of our program. So if I've answered your question, give me a thumbs up, Hassan. If not, I will repeat it again. All right. So let's continue with yes, Hassan.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was it. Thank you.
All right, Zivai. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Oh, okay,
Zivai.
yeah, yes, that's the correct pronunciation. Um, the remote education is such a wonderful opportunity. I have a question for someone who wants to be part of the program, um, giving back to the community, not as a learner, but being part of the program as an educator or a tutor. Is there such a chance,
Yes.
or
So the thing
can
is,
you?
all right, thank you so much, Zivai. So I myself, I was a previous G4 student, meaning I was a student at A2SV. So after I learned the data structure and the project phase and everything, I got hired as a person who's going to give back to the remote education. So I got hired within A2SV, and I'm currently an educator. So if you like to be an educator at A2SV, we've got the opportunity. But for that to happen, you have to first go through the education phase. So after you finish the education phase at HSV, and after you graduate from our academy, you will have the opportunity to give back to the organization and to give back to the community as the educator, Zivai. Thank you so much. Ayub, this is going to be the last question. I'm sorry, we're running out of time. Ayub,
Yeah, yeah. I want just to ask how could we join this program?
sorry, what did you mean?
I mean, how we could join this program
Oh,
of
okay.
education.
Yes. So today we're going to be sending you posts on Telegram and WhatsApp groups. That's going to be including an interest form that you guys are going to fill. So whenever you fill that interest form, we're going to send you an email containing, if you've solved about 50 questions, we're going to verify that and send you another form through email that's going to be containing an application form. So you will officially apply for our education. But if you have not solved around 50 problems on lead code and core force problems, we're going to be sending you around 30 problems and a progress sheet, which we will be tracking your progress. So in that way, we're going to be, after you finish those programs, we're going to send you the official application form again. So for those of you who fill the application form, we're going to be having an interview session, and if you pass that, we're going to be accepted to our free remote education. So we will also be having different workshops throughout the application phase. So probably, hopefully, they're going to be weekly, maybe twice a week or once a week. You can ask more questions on that as well. So we're going to be sending the form an early access for our hackathon participants. So for the rest of the world, it's going to be open soon, but not yet. But for you guys, we're going to be opening the application form today. Thank you so much, everyone. If you've got more questions, you can always reach out to us through our social media. Thank you again.
Thank you, thank you.
Right. Thank you, Galeta. So, yeah, during this session, I think, yeah, starting from now, they are going to send the application forms in the WhatsApp Telegram group that we have already created. So, please make sure to check those out. I think they are being sent right now. So, yeah, they'll be sent before the session is concluded. So, please make sure to check those out and start to apply, I guess, starting from now. So yeah, this is all about the remote education. It took a bit of time, but definitely it's going to be one of the important things that you are going to do even during this hackathon. Joining A2SV definitely will change your life in so many ways, like even in the technical areas and in the non-technical area. Definitely you'll gain something from the education. So please make sure to check those out and apply for the remote education. So yeah, in order to use our time effectively, I'll try to go over the next slide a little bit quick. So let me just tell you like the things that we have achieved together. So there are over 4,900 applicants that have officially registered for this hackathon out of 48 countries. So assuming that there are 54 countries in Africa, this is pretty huge number. And getting at the quarterfinal stage of this hackathon definitely is going to be something that should be proud of. So you have been almost more than 4,000 participants just by being the quarterfinalist of the hackathon and being the semi-finalist and the grand finale. Is going to be more and more wins for you guys. And yeah, out of these applicants came from over 620 universities. So that's pretty huge number. And during this hackathon, there are 1,118 teams that have been formed. So some of them you have already formed and registered as a team. Some of them you got the chance to meet individuals during the hackathon, and you guys formed after registering individually. And for some of you, we matched you based on your skills, like finding complementary skill from the participant pools, and we matched you. So combining all of this, over 1,118 teams were formed and 690 projects were submitted. So yeah, out of those 690 projects that were submitted, we selected the top 128, which is you guys. So in the quarterfinals, yeah, during the first kickoff, you guys got the chance to meet with your mentors. The hacking started, and we gave you a briefing session on the first day, like briefing you what has happened, what's going to happen, and especially focusing on the next day. And the last one was the first checkpoint submissions on Saturday. You guys got more time to do hacking, so most we didn't like compete for your time during this day. Most of the time you're hacking. You guys also had another meeting with your mentors and coordinators. And lastly, we had the secondary recap sessions, briefing you the final deliverables and the last day checkpoints that's expected from you. And of course, as usual, the second checkpoint submission was there. And the last day, which was the quarterfinal on Sunday, you guys submitted your final deliverables. Of course, there were some late submissions. We should not happen again. Like we also had one more final delivery briefing, if you remember, at 12 p.m. in East African time, just to give you more clarity about what's expected from you. And lastly, you guys get the chance to uh, present what you have been working on for judges. So there were, I believe, three judges in each session that you have been assigned with. So you guys get the chance to present your projects for them, get questions, feedback from them, and also they have graded that. And right after that, we had an experience sharing session where you guys got the chance to share how was your presentation and in general, how was the hackathon. So just to give you a numbers about the quarterfinals, yes, 128 teams were accepted, and out of that, 112 teams finalized the quarterfinals and presented their presentation during the live demo for the judges. And during this quarterfinal, there were around 86 mentors and coordinators that were part of the hackathon, like assisting you in technical and non-technical ways, and also serving as a communication between the organizers and you guys. And during this quarterfinal, uh, like there were representations from 23 countries out of the 54 countries. Yes, going back to the mentorship. So external mentors, it means that mentors that are not part of the A2SV squad. We had around 47 mentors from huge companies like Google, Meta, LinkedIn, TikTok. The list goes on. We just selected some of them to show you, but we had 47 mentors and we had 39 internal mentors. So they were assisting you both as being a coordinator between these external mentors, and they were also helping you out during the quarterfinals by giving you assistance in the technical and non-technical part of the projects. So yeah, this just recaps the quarterfinals. So to the main point, which is going to be the semifinals, I'm going to give you a little bit information about what to expect during the semifinals. More details will definitely be communicated to you later on. But during the semifinals, so it will starting from tomorrow, July 28th, and it will last for 6 weeks. And like the final date of the semifinals is going to be on September 6th. So you guys will have around 6 weeks to continue the projects that you have started working on during the quarterfinals. So one thing maybe I would like to say here is like 6 weeks seems a lot, but it's not. So I strongly suggest you to start doing your project immediately on July 26th and try to consistently improve the projects because in the grand finale, like we're not going to kind of make some kind of adjustments or compromises during for our final deliverables. We are going to expect high quality deployed applications, softwares, mobile app. So two things. It has to be high quality, it has to be deployed, and we're not just going to also accept like you just deployed it, okay, it's fine. No, we're going to go through your course in detail, like we have tried to do that during the quarterfinals, but for the semifinals, it's going to be different. Like there will be multiple round of assessments. So like we're going to check your progress in each week. So like you cannot just wait till let's say September 1st and do the projects in 5 days and be expect to be part of the semifinals. That will never happen. Like I can guarantee you as an organizer. So we're going to see your progress in each week, in each of the 6 weeks. So please make sure for those of you who are going to make it to the semifinals, please make sure to work on your product starting from July 20 till September 6. So yeah, the levels and the standards that we are going to expect for the final products is going to be high because, as you know, for the grand finale, after we select these top 8 teams, we're going to like do so many things. We're going to promote your projects. Where you guys get the chance to pitch your ideas in renewable judges, investors, and there will be also some expos in which you are going to show your product for the public. So yeah, we're going to be expecting high, we're going to be setting high standards for the semifinals delivery. So on September 10th, we're going to announce the top 8 projects that are going to be part of the grand finale. And the grand finale will be conducted starting from September 21 till 28th. So yeah, most of it I have like talked to you about this one. So for the semifinals, we're going to assign you advisors. So like you know, there were mentors during the quarterfinals, and we're going to assign you different people that are going to follow you throughout the 6 weeks as an advisor. So you'll get the chance to meet with them in some ways, like you'll get the chance to have meetings with them in through like remote meeting settings. So you'll get advices from them. They will be there to assist you. We also have the coordinators that will be with you throughout the semifinals. So the coordinators that were part of that were with you during the quarterfinal, they are going to continue as well during the semifinals. We're not going to replace new coordinators, but for the advisors, we're going to assign you new advisors. So yes, experienced advisors from top tech companies like Google, Bloomberg, Nvidia, Meta, Amazon, and other companies as well. We're going to assign you with that. So during the semifinals, we're going to have weekly checkpoint submissions. So in the quarterfinals, as you know, it lasted only for 3 days. So there were daily checkpoints. For the semifinals, since it's going to last for 6 weeks, we're going to have a weekly checkpoint submission. Mm, and we're going to have categories. So the projects that made it to the semifinals, we're going to categorize them on the sectors that they are going to focus on. So some projects might be working on agriculture, some projects might be working on healthcare. So we're going to categorize these projects based on that, and we'll have expert sessions. So for each categories, let's say, for example, for agriculture or healthcare, there will be a person that had spent most of their time in that area. So they will you'll get the chance to pitch your ideas for these experts in your respective areas. They will give you feedbacks, comments, and also they will give you some suggestions on how to improve your project so that it meets the standard of that sector. So the details of this expert session will be communicated to you later on, but definitely have the mindset that you're going to also present your projects, not just only for the technical people, but for those who are experts in the areas that you guys are working. So yes, we're going to have that for the categories. So for we are going to categorize you in different areas so that the support that we are going to provide you is going to be kind of tailored. We don't want to give similar advices, suggestions for everyone. So like the things that we need to tell for a project focusing on agriculture could be not just could be, but definitely will be different from the ones that we are going to say for the projects that are focusing on healthcare. So the categories are just for will be used just for this. They are not going to be metrics for the selection of the projects to be part of the grand finale. So we're not going to select like one project per category from the grand finale. That's not going to happen. The top 8 projects they'll be selected as a total from the total 30 teams, not from X amount from each category. So I just wanted to clear that. So the 8 finalists are going to be announced on September 10th, and the grand finale is going to be conducted from September 21 to 26. Top 8 teams are going to be flown to Ethiopia, and an all expense paid 5-day event will be here in 5-day in-person event. So you'll get the chance to present your projects to distinguished jury, honorable guests, media outlets, some investors, and like it's going to be more than competition. So you're going to do that. We're going to have some trips, we're going to have some workshops for you guys also to kind of refine, like having final touches on your project. So it's going to be an exciting event for the grand finale. So definitely, like even if I would say, in my personal opinion, even if let's say you don't get to be the first project, like being part of the grand finale definitely is going to change uh, the way you see this world, and like definitely will impact you a lot. So fight to be in this 8. And as I mentioned previously, the chance of you being like the chance of the semi-finalists being part of the grand finale is 25%. So that's pretty huge chance. So definitely fight for it. And the prizes, like mentioned earlier on, the winner is going to get $10,000. The second place 6,000, and the third is going to be 4,000. And we also have more prizes on 4 tracks. We have collective 10,000 prize that's going to be distributed among 4 tracks. So $2,500 for each track. So we have the best technical implementation award, the best user experience award, the most potential for positive change award, and lastly, the cross domain collaboration award. So you can see the details in the website as well. Like we have put the details there. So there are lots of things for you guys to compete for, especially after being part of the grand finale. So definitely for the semi-finalists, uh, like give your best to be part of the grand finale. And there are also other prizes in kind. We're going to have media coverage. You're going to present your projects to potential investors. There will be an instant A2SV education admission for the winners of the hackathon. And definitely we're going to have certification for your achievements. So yeah, this is, I guess, the prizes in kind. So going back to the main thing, let's meet our semi-finalists. I'm going to announce, first of all, the top 3 teams that were outstanding during this hackathon. And later on, I will go to the other remaining 29 teams that are going to be part of the semi-final. So yes, drum rolls, please. Yes, so the top 3 teams are here. The first one is going to be Synapses Squad from Burundi, an AI-powered safety apps for women. Second place is for K3A from Algeria, an AI-powered virtual health assistant. And the last one, the third place is going to be Okaluli chatbot from Namibia. It's an AI-powered universal information access. So congratulations for these top 3 teams. You guys were the top 3 during the quarterfinal, and definitely huge congratulations for these winners. Maybe if we have representatives from these teams, I would like to get some words. So Let's start from Synopsis Squad. Is there anyone here from Synopsis Squad team? If you could raise your hands, that would be appreciated. Yes, Erica, I have seen your. Okay, so if you could maybe turn on your camera and share us your feelings, that would be really nice. So anyone who's the member of Synopsis Squad, I'm sure you guys are here
Hi.
because like,
Yeah, I'm here.
okay,
Can you
hi
hear me?
Erica. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we can hear.
Yeah, we are really really happy. We were not expecting to be in the top three teams. Yeah, it's a pleasure, and I hope we do the most. We do our best to make it to the finals. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much, Erica, and once again, congratulations for being the top team during the quarterfinal. So let's move on to K3A. Is there anyone from K3A who can maybe give us a little bit word from their team? Any member from K3A? If you could raise your hand, that would be nice. All right. So hi. Yes, please. If you can, like unmute yourself and turn your camera if possible, that would be nice. Like share us the feeling. First of all, congratulations, of course. Sohab, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
Well, it feels great to be part of the top three. So yeah, it's an honor for us. Thank you for such experience, and we'll make sure that's gonna be a motivation for us to move forward and make our project as perfect as possible. Thank you again.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to the third place, which is Okaluli Chatbot. So, is there anyone from Okaluli Chatbot? If you could raise your hand. All right, nice, Petrus. So yeah, you guys got the third place in this quarterfinals. First of all, congratulations for that, and also for making it to the semifinals. So, what's the feeling?
Sure, I'm out of words now, like now, because I didn't expect it. Because yeah, oof, I have nothing to say. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Petrus, and congratulations again. One more thing, this doesn't mean like you guys are part of the grand finale. So keep working so that you get the chance to be part of the top 8 teams that will make it to the grand finale. So yes, congratulations for our top 3 teams. So yeah, from now on, I'm going to go over the teams that made it to the semifinals. So one more thing before I go to that. One more thing I would like to mention. Definitely, there will be some of you that will not make it to the semifinals. So starting from Monday, which is July 29. We're going to send out feedbacks, your scores through your emails. So definitely we're going to be transparent about it. And if you have any complaints and questions regarding that, please feel free to reply to that email and let us know your concerns. So yeah, having said that, let's move on to the teams that are going to be the semifinals. So in the category of agriculture, Tanzanite innovators from Tanzania, Kilimo Guard AI from Kenya, OpenTechZ from Tunisia and Malawi, Kryptonite, Cropintel AI from Algeria, Uganda and Rwanda, FarmLinko from Ghana, Sahara AI Warriors from Algeria, Codecrafters 2 from Kenya, and Tech Titans from Kenya. You guys are going to be part of the semifinals in the agriculture and farming category. Congratulations. Uh, Moving on to the second category, it's going to be communications and accessibility. So Okaluli chatbot, which is the third place from Namibia, Team Nimbus from Kenya, and AI Whispers from Tunisia are going to be part of the semifinals. Moving on, in the category of data analysis and decision making, Synapses Squad is going to be part of the semifinal, the top team. Ultimate and Fundraising, Team Ultimate and Fundraising, and Transit Track are going to be part of the semifinals. So congratulations for this top teams in this category. Uh, in the category of education and learning, Beat by Beat from Ethiopia, the Champs from Tunisia, SI24 from South Africa, Ethiopia Tech from Ethiopia, Soma AI from Zimbabwe and Nigeria, and P4 Positivity from Tunisia are going to be part of the semifinals. Congratulations for these 6 teams. And in the category of healthcare, uh, we're going to have Team Apocalypse from Algeria, Team Harissa from Tunisia, Team Nerds from Nigeria, uh, Phoenix Daves from Uganda, and Team Militor from Ethiopia, and Error 404 from Kenya. They are going to be part of the semifinals. And lastly, AI solutions in other sectors. So these teams were working in different sectors, and we couldn't like have other teams so that we can create some categories for them. But so in a sector called other sectors, K3A from Algeria is going to be part of the semifinal. N17 from Morocco, Neural Ninjas from Nigeria, Zimbabwe, and Kenya. Gerei from Ghana, Ethiopia, Nigeria, and Tanzania, Afrotech from Ethiopia, and Hidden Experts from Kenya and Nigeria. They are going to be part of the semifinals. So, yes, congratulations for the top teams that made it to the semifinals. Huge congratulations for you guys. For those of you who didn't make it to the semifinals, definitely keep working on the projects like this. You didn't make it to the semifinal doesn't mean that your project is not good enough. So please definitely keep working on it. And if you want any kind of assistance during your project development, you definitely can reach out to us, and we can discuss the possibilities in which we can assist you. So don't feel down. Uh, Definitely keep working. Yes, I see one question here. Do we get a certificate of participation? Definitely. So for those of you who are part of the quarterfinals, we're going to send out the certification starting from Monday. They have already been finalized. So expect certification starting from Monday from us. I'm going to get certification for that. And one more thing, as Galata mentioned previously, we also have an opportunity for you guys uh, to be part of the remote education. So definitely go check that out, apply through that form, and there could be other ways in which we can assist you by being part of A2SV remote education system. So yes, so let me take some questions, I guess, from the chat box. Do you get the certification? Yes. We didn't make it, but we did well to those who made. Okay, that's not a question. Do the semifinalists also get feedback? So the semifinalists actually, like regarding their projects, definitely they are going to get feedbacks, not just from us, but even during the semifinals, like I mentioned previously, we're going to have an expert session. So experts in the area of like your sectors will definitely provide you feedback. We also have a technical feedbacks most probably in the mid semifinal. So we will check out your projects, your codes, and if we see some kind of, let's say, improvements that needs to be made, we're going to let you know. So you guys will definitely get uh, the non-technical and the technical feedbacks the teams that made the same facts. How come there are never agriculture finalists and winners? So for the semi-finalists, actually, there are teams that are uh, in the category of agriculture. Maybe you have missed that. So we do have representation from agriculture. All right. For other questions, definitely please feel free to reach out to us through WhatsApp. And also, like I said previously, on Monday, we're going to send out feedbacks. So you can definitely reply to that email, and we can definitely discuss that also. So yes, thank you everyone for being here. We do have Mr. Alper here with us. So I would like to invite him to give us a conclusive remark. So Mr. Alper, yes, I can see you. All
Hi.
right, the stage is
Yep.
yours, Mr. Alper.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, my friends, my sisters and brothers from Africa. I'm very happy to be among you. As you can see, I'm a veteran expert on marketing, and also I'm trying to help A2SV to reach its goals. Today, I can really understand the frustration and the disappointment of the people who think themselves as disqualified. But believe me, with experience, I can definitely say that today there are no losers. You are among the very, very few people who are going to make to change the fate of Africa. Okay, great. There was an echo. So basically, for those who have not qualified, as previously said, have not lost anything because being in the top, being in this competition has okay, now I'm online again. Being on the top of this competition makes you or should make you proud because you are in the way of transforming Africa. This is what you are going to achieve, whether you have lost in this qualification or not. And for the winners, now there is another important aspect that you shouldn't forget. This is just the beginning. Now there are 32 teams which are going to compete to become the first one or other, runner-ups and other prizes. But apart from that, you have the responsibility of changing the future of Africa. Last year, I was one of the jury members, and it was very hard for us to make the decision who is the best because there were really good projects. And I'm 100% sure that all of the projects have been carefully evaluated, and maybe you have lost with minor points, or maybe you have won with minor points. So basically, now it's time to restart thinking and working again. In A2SV, we have a saying, good can always be better. So this is the time where you are going to put yourselves up and try to make better version of yourselves and your projects. I'm looking forward for seeing the results, and I'm eager and confident that there will be some projects who will get the change of the fate of a continent. Thank you and good luck.
All right. Thanks so much, Mr. Harper. So for the teams that are going to be part of the semifinals, your coordinators are going to start to contact you starting from now on, and you'll have your first meeting today. So please reach out to your coordinators. They will also reach out to you to have this first meeting. Like they will give you a brief description, detailed description about the semifinals. And as you know, since it's going to start, the semi-final is going to start starting from tomorrow. They will also share you the first checkpoint that you guys have to submit. So yes, congratulations everyone. Thank you very much for coming here. Happy to see you here, and good luck for the teams who made it to the semi-final. Hope to see some of you in Ethiopia being part of the grand finale. Thank you so much and goodbye.